Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Josephine. If it's your first time watching, welcome. And for the new subscribers, the oldies, thank you so much, and thank you for just keep watching the videos, and hopefully that the videos are helping you to make changes in your life and your lifestyle in order for you to balance your hormones and shrink fibroids naturally. In today's video, I want to touch on a question one of you lovely ladies had asked in my previous video, where I had said that if you have any questions that you would like me to touch on, please leave that in the comment box. So she had mentioned she asked if I have any tips. She's going through perimenopause, or she has fibroids, and if I have tips on how to manage fibroids at that stage of her life, which is perimenopause. Now, if you're not familiar with perimenopause, it's the stage of womanhood, a beautiful stage, by the way, because I believe every stage of womanhood should be celebrated. It's beautiful. You're going through it, you're going through the experience. So perimenopause usually can start around 40, age 40 and 45, 44, 45, or you can even start early in your 30s. So with this stage, there is a lot of hormone fluctuations. The hormones are out of balance, and it's similar to going through puberty. Because there is a lot of hormonal shifts, there are going to be some symptoms that come with that. Not all women will experience these symptoms, but there are some similarity in symptoms in women going through perimenopause, such as could be fuzzy thinking, insomnia, hot flashes. These are just some of the symptoms that a woman going through or starting through that stage will experience. As I said, we are all biologically different, but these are symptoms that usually come with the hormonal shifts. Now, with the hormonal shifts as well, there is going to be an impact on the fibroids, especially the estrogen levels and the progesterone levels not being balanced. There is going to be the fibroids are going to be impacted negatively, I would say, because research has shown that estrogen feeds from fibroids feeds from estrogen. So if your estrogen levels are going up and progesterone is going down, sometimes you will experience PMS symptoms, and if also your estrogen level shifts, you will experience hot flashes. So because of that out of balance all the time, again, I said it's similar to puberty, the fibroids are going to be impacted. Now, in today's video, I want to share some tips that might just support you as you're going through this journey. You probably have already watched my previous videos, and you've already put into practice some of the things that I'm sharing here, and if you have, kudos, you keep it up, keep going with it, because it's all about supporting your body, supporting your entire mental health, physical health, in order for you, emotional health as well, in order for you to really feel wholesome, because it's all healing the body. It's not just food only, it also involves the physical part of it, the emotional part of it, in order for you to just heal your body entirely. Anyway, for my first tip, for being able to help with the hormonal fluctuation, it's important to maintain an ideal body weight, because obesity, when you have excess body fat, it does increase your levels of estrogen by 40%. So your ideal weight, that being that like 20% over your ideal weight, is highly recommended, because when you have just right enough fat in your body, your hormones are likely balanced. You don't want to be too thin as well, because that will also impact your hormones as well. So you just want to maintain an ideal weight, and the best way to do this is to adopt an exercise plan. So if you're already in perimenopausal and you're not including any sort of movement into your body, I would highly recommend this, because as you exercise, you are first eliminating excess body fat. You're also working on the cortisol, the stress hormone. You start to feel good when you exercise. There is some impact in your emotions, in how you feel. And if you feel good, when cortisol is high, your progesterone levels are high, and that is going to impact your estrogen as well. So everything just needs to work in harmony. You exercising help with the cortisol, it helps with the emotional well-being, it helps you reduce the excess body fat. The movement is good for your bones, it's good for your immune system. Everything just starts to sing when you include or incorporate an exercise into your daily life. This is building you up to menopause, and technically a woman is in menopause when they go a whole year without their period. So as you are going through perimenopause and your hormones are fluctuating, by you supporting your hormones through regular exercises is really going to support you as you're transitioning to that later menopause stage. Every stage, as I said, will come with its own thing, because as you reach menopause, your estrogen levels are going to lower, and then the fibroid starts to shrink naturally. Now, one thing I am curious on, if there are women who are going through menopause right now, are you experiencing shrinkage? What are some of the symptoms are you experiencing as you have reached menopause? I would love to hear from you. If you could please leave a comment, because most they say that as you reach menopause, the estrogen levels, yes, they do decrease. And I'm curious, if you haven't changed your lifestyle and you're still doing the same things, do the fibroids really shrink? You know, so I would love to hear from you. Please leave your comment below. That would really support other women as well, so they know what's going on. So incorporating an exercise into your routine, find something that you love, something that you can just enjoy doing, and make it part of your daily lifestyle. It's very, very crucial. Okay, tip number 2 is to include supplements such as vitamin D. Vitamin D, as there is some research out there that shows the association of deficiency in vitamin D and fibroid growth. So if you're not taking vitamin D currently and you don't know what your vitamin D levels are, I would recommend that you first find out your vitamin D levels as well, and then if you are low, you can start with taking the vitamin D supplements daily. I've been taking vitamin D since I found out about fibroids. That was like 5 years ago, and then throughout shrinking the fibroids, I have continued to take vitamin D. Currently, I am taking 1,000 IU. I started with 2,000, but I take 1,000 every other day or daily. Very good for your immune system, for your bone health, as I said, for shrinking fibroids as well, because we don't get a lot of sunlight. Most times people are indoor just going about their business, and I believe vitamin D is very, very crucial as we age as well. It's going to help our body thrive. So look into vitamin D supplements. The other supplement I would highly recommend is if you're not getting iodine. So iodine can be found in natural foods, or salt as well, ionized salt as well. But natural foods such as green leafy vegetables, they do contain iodine, and also seaweed, spirulina as well, the green powder. If you're not getting enough of this because you're probably not eating variety of foods, I would recommend that you find out your iodine levels as well, because that's also impact your thyroid glands, and that's we want to make sure that our thyroid is functioning properly, so that is not impacting the hormones as well, because everything works in harmony as well. Your estrogen, your progesterone levels need to be in balance, even your testosterone as well, in order for you to shrink fibroids naturally, in order for you to have a well-functioning thyroid glands as well. All these things needs to be in balance. So find out about your iodine iodine. If you're not taking ionized salt right now, I would recommend sea salt, ionized sea salt, not the processed one. Or just find out first your iodine levels, your thyroid function as well. That's really important for you to support your body as well. Okay, the other tip that I would recommend is reduction of alcohol consumption and caffeine. Well, if you've been in this channel, you know that I do support predominantly plant-based eating and eliminating a lot of the processed foods into the diet, out of the diet. The reason being is when you consume a lot of alcohol, caffeine, these are causing inflammation in your body. They are disrupting your hormones as well. And when there's some sort of inflammation or disruption in the body, your hormones are going to be out of work, out of balance. Anything that you introduce in your body that is not natural in any way or form is going to disrupt your body function as well. And your hormones, they run a lot of the body functions. So you reducing your alcohol consumption, if you can, is definitely going to support you in shrinking fibroids naturally, or even to balance your hormones, because you're not introducing a lot of the endocrine disruptors. Alcohol is an inflammation, it is an endocrine disruptor. Just think about lessening the consumption of caffeine as well. I'm not going to tell you what not to take or what not to drink, but the truth is these things are harmful to our bodies and they are not helping us. It's all about what the good outweighs the bad. You know, if it's not helping you in any way, feel better. If you're just drinking, I understand that life is stressful, but support your body in the right way that is really supporting your healing process of shrinking fibroids naturally. So look into reducing the alcohol consumption, caffeine, just eating simple food, consuming predominantly plant-based foods, variety, eliminating a lot of the processed grains into your diet. This is such a big thing. Reintroducing ancient grains, farro, quinoa, black rice, a little bit of sorghum. Just use grains that are ancient. You will get that information on Google if you Google ancient grains. Just substituting the processed grains with the ancient grains, because that's what I use. I will do a video on my pantry, what I stock up on, because I switched everything up. So adding more of those ancient grains into your diet, eliminating the fried foods and introducing healthy oils, avocado, coconut oil, olive oil. Using such foods, introducing nuts and seeds into your diet really are great for balancing your hormones. Introducing variety of fruits, a lot of alkaline fruits, not too sugary foods. Sugar is also such a big inflammatory. It just really, you don't want to overdo it with everything. There's moderation, but I rather have my sugar from fruits than the regular white processed sugar. So if you're gonna do it, just think about how you're consuming your fruits. You know, you can just balance it out, the sweet fruits with the neutral fruits, the citrus fruits with the low sugar content fruits. Just using variety on a daily basis will really help you in supporting your body, in supporting your hormones. Every time you're supporting your hormones, every time you're trying to bring that balance into your hormones, you are shrinking fibroids. You are going to experience changes in how you feel. You are going to experience the symptoms even less, because your body is starting to feel like you're serving your body. You're literally serving your body and you're not working against your body. So that's all I'm just trying to say. Like, the more you support your body by treating it right, by what you consume, what you're putting on it, the better the body is going to, you know, show you some love. The other thing I would recommend is to look into the synthetic hormones. If you are currently you're experiencing some symptoms and you have gone to your gynecologist and they have recommended introducing synthetic hormones in order for you to combat the symptoms that you're dealing with in perimenopause, or using birth control pills, when you introduce the synthetic hormones, they are disrupting your regular hormones or hormone levels, and that just increases the symptoms. It's always a cycle. You bring something foreign into the body is going to recognize it as foreign, so it's going to start fighting back. And if you just try to work with your body for what it is by just trying to lessen the exposure of synthetic hormones or synthetic chemicals by what you put on your skin, your makeup, your hair, by lessening all this exposure to chemicals or endocrine disruptors, you are supporting your hormones, literally. I remember shifting on things that I use on my skin. I keep it simple. Believe you me, the simpler you put stuff, the simple things that you use on your body, keep it simple. Your hair, the less things you use, the less chemicals you use, you're not going to expose yourself to a lot of things. I mean, these things, they build up. It's one thing you put on your skin, your hair, your face, and then before you know, you're eating it, you're consuming, before you know it, you're just building up all these chemicals. So the less things you consume, you put on your skin, the better for you. The less chemicals you're introducing to yourself, and better for your hormones as well. My other tip is also to try and make informed choices. And by what I mean is, when you go to the doctors, you experience symptoms or you're dealing with fibroids, and I understand some people, they need to take the other different route of surgery because it's just, the symptoms are just way too much for them to deal with. But you are on this journey of natural shrinking the fibroids, using food as medicine, managing your emotional balance. You need to research and find valid information before saying yes to everything. I understand the doctors, they know a lot of things, but also do get second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion if you can, and just consult and research and learn about how your body is functioning. Learn if these symptoms are normal for you, because if you research and if you educate and empower yourself before you go to the doctors, the better for you to make even the best informed choices for you. So you're just not saying yes to everything. You actually just doing something that is good for you, for your body, and that's going to help you in the long run. As I said, any sort of chemical you're introducing in your body, even a pill, any pill, any medication, all these things, they are disrupting your body. They are disrupting your body pH. Any sort of imbalance that you are bringing in is disrupting your hormones, because hormones, they function, they run our bodily functions. So we cannot run away from it. We need to face it, and we need to face it by making the right informed choices for our bodies. And I understand everybody is different, experiencing different things, but educate yourself. I believe every woman should at least know how their body functions, because that way you don't have to go all biological, but at least know the little concepts on how your body function, in order for you to see, I'm experiencing this, how can I support my body better in order for it to function well and serve me in the right way. Okay, so on my final tip is to look really into maintaining a healthy menstrual cycle. As I said, with the fluctuation of the estrogen and progesterone, you're dealing with a lot of symptoms. You could have even heavy bleeding, especially during this time of perimenopausal. And by you really trying to maintain a healthy period on the regular times, how regular it comes, how long does it come, really is a good indication of your blood health, of your hormone health. So if you are not tracking your menstrual cycle at this point in your life, it's better for you to start. Look at how soon do you get your period, what are the color, how long do you have blood clots. Just by you making changes, lifestyle changes, starting with food, managing the stress, the emotional, working on the emotional part of it, is really going to show you You know, what you see, it's not going to be a sudden change, but with time, as you're making these changes, and I have read it in the comment box for those ladies who have done the work or are still doing the work, because it's a process. I'm still doing the work, right? It's a process, but the more you do the work, the you see the changes happening right in front of your eyes. Your period become regular, you have normal period, not painful periods, shorter period. You just really are thriving because your hormones are thriving at that time. Your menstrual cycle is really a good indication of your blood health, of your hormone health. So look into really keeping track of your menstrual cycle. Keep a journal if you may, just to keep track for the first, you know, to see how best you can support your menstrual cycle before you get to menopause. As I said, menopause is you have to go a whole year without period. So if you're still having irregularities, you're technically not in menopause. It has to be a whole year, no period, then you are in menopause. But before you get that, before you get there, it's the journey, you know, it's the journey. It's what are you doing right now that is going to support you in that stage of life. When you get there, you're going to be in a place where you're like, I got this. I got this. I've been doing this. I'm supporting my body. I'm supporting my hormones physically, mentally, emotionally. Life is stressful, as it is. That's the reality. We cannot run away from it. But we have to find a balance. We have to find a balance, and finding your balance is what will really support you with everything. You know, it's just like you don't want to be too overstressed all the time, like you just like on masculine energy, you're like functioning on masculine energy, and your feminine energy is taking a seat back, you know, and then it's like, what's happening? You know, you need to really thrive more in your feminine energy. You're a woman in your feminine energy, in order for your body, your womb, to really acknowledge that, you know, okay, we're at peace, we are working together here. But as I said, it's a journey. I'm here to support. If you need additional support, under the description box I do have a link to book a one-on-one call session with me. I also have ebooks that you can purchase, the ones that I used when I was shrinking, detoxing to shrink fibroids naturally at the beginning. This is thorough detoxing, if that's what you're looking into right now. Find the support, your support system, people who are there, who listen, who take care. And I do appreciate you for just, you know, being a part of this community and sharing the love. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, be well, be healthy, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.